Hello, greatness. How are you doing? I believe you are doing fabulous. We are at the end of chapter 1 of the book Christ in You. The chapter 1 is also titled Christ in You with 27 lessons. And we are at the end of chapter 1, lesson number 27. After that, we will go to chapter number 2, which is mind and soul, their relation to the body. And we will have some few lessons in there as well. I think there are 9 lessons in chapter 2, and then another 9 lessons in chapter number 3, the divine humanity. So chapter 1 is closing with lesson number 27, the death of mortal man. The death of mortal man. I will add a bonus lesson 28 as a summary of everything we have learned here in chapter 1. So lesson 27, the death of mortal man, renunciation. Oh, the inexpressible joy of vision. There is nothing higher or more satisfying. You shall know how to speak and heal in proportion as you live up to the highest within you. Renunciation implies a complete and deliberate stand for truth, abandoning all else. It is the step which once taken opens up before you the Christ existence. It is not, as supposed, the giving up of wealth, position, and friends. That's not what it is. That you will become poor and desolate. No, that's not what it is. Rather, it is withdrawal from submission and obedience to the prince of this world, the creation of mortal senses, that you may deliberately follow the Christ in every thought, renouncing all other rights over you. Thus, renunciation becomes acquisition you lay down in order to take up, but with a great difference. Hitherto life has seemed a vast arena where some are winners and some losers, where all who can fight may win, where the battle is to the strong. In this great game of life, man gives all to win all, that he may become greater than all. For him, there is nothing beyond. But this plane is all of the senses. This understanding is all from the knowledge of good and evil. It is the plane of death and finality. The forces of the sense plane control him, and that which has happened to him is worse than death. My goodness. He said it is the loss of individuality. A spiritual man has failed to develop in that fall and must seek another. Thus, the mortal has not become immortalized and is known no more. This is true, and we tell it in order that you may understand the real meaning of death of the sin, of the sinner. preservation of your individuality depends upon yourself, that you become the creation of God. A perfect man, a perfect woman depends on your coming definitely to the place of renunciation, which is for you the beginning of life. I will take it again. The preservation of your individuality depends upon yourself, that you may become the very creation of God. To become that perfect man or that perfect woman depends on your coming definitely to that place of renunciation, which is for you the beginning of life. I am come that you may have life, says Christ, and not to have death. You possess nothing of the sense world. You are a spiritual being sent out from God himself to do his work and his very way. The material plane is your place of action, and your work commences with the dawning consciousness of God. Your scriptures are full of this teaching, for Jesus has gone every step of the way for your guidance. There are pathfinders in your midst today. Follow me, as Christ says Christ. And the spiritual and real man renounces all to follow the King. My goodness. Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. How we love your earth. How we long to lift you into true life, but the great and eternal law stands forever, that no man can walk along this path till he has made the renunciation of his own will. By this choice, man proves to man his right to divinity, to enter into truth. He renounces all that the world can give. You are on the spiritual plane to bring the kingdom of heaven into unity with earth, that you may all be one. Thus you see how important it is to live every moment in the only real. So we hope to teach you much as you enter in. You must be full of that confidence which is the offspring of truth. At present, you are to conquer the fleshly body, ruling in love, but always ruling. There is a beautiful work before you. Jesus said, "The prince of this world cometh, but he hath nothing in me." These were words of life and of power. These may be your words too, so that nothing can touch you, because you are hidden in God, doing his work and willing his will. You may reach the place where you no longer bear two voices, but one, only one, which is of the living and the ever-present Christ. The one who lives in you and does his bidding and his work through you, even now and forever. Amen and amen. God bless you. And that brings us to the end of chapter 1 or part 1, wherever you want to term it. And the chapter 1 was about Christ in you, where we discovered who we are and what we are. But for us to be able to know who we are and what we are, we have to know the source of how we came to be. And we have come to this understanding that we are eternal beings. And the reason why we are eternal beings is because our source is eternal. We came straight from God. And so that makes us eternal. Just as a monkey will always be a monkey no matter what you do to it. Man coming from God makes him God. This is a hard truth for so many people to accept. But when we look around us and our world, God only gave us the raw materials. Everything else man created. And even the things that was never thought as possible in some ages past has become possible. Why? Because man continued to come to a place of imagination and conception. And in imagining the impossibilities, or so it seemed, we begin to create and manifest those things that has consumed and has evolved in our minds. Right? So, in summary, for us to be able to understand who we are, we have to go back to the Christ who was fully the Son of Man and the Son of God. And that is the description of man as a human being. We are sons of men and we are sons of God. We are a duality. We have the man or the human capacity and the capability, as well as the divine capacity and capability. That is what makes man a powerful being. And so that is the summary of what we have learned so far. Please, I beg you in the name of God, I beg you, go back and listen to them again, right? Again, what you spend time with, you become. The more you listen to it, I've made it so short. None of them went over 15 minutes, right? Some of them I even added my voice and some little emphasis here and there and some explanations just to give you some context. But I made sure that I never went over 15 minutes, so that when you are driving, when you are doing your dishes, when you are doing your chores, laundry, whatever it is, put it on, listen to it, and soak it in. And the more you listen, the more you become it. God richly bless you. So with that said, don't forget to subscribe, share it, invite somebody. We are not just creating content for YouTube or whatever just to build a list of subscribers. No, we want to make sure that the Christ is formed in us, even as children of God. And so join us on this movement and this adventure, even as we go deeper and deeper. Again, there are more books, so this is why you need to subscribe. This is why you need to share. We are going to read more books. After this book, there is a powerful book again that introduced me to this man of God, Joseph Benner, The Impersonal Self. You don't want to miss that one. You don't want to miss it. Even the next couple ones that are coming are very powerful. So once again, God bless you. I will not say much. Please subscribe, join us, and let us allow the Christ in us to be formed in Jesus' mighty, matchless name. I love you and I believe in you. Bye-bye.